Pray there, friends, and good morning from Magic Kingdom. It is Pin Drop Tuesday, and it's your boy, the Pin Trading Pastor. And here we are, here for our first Pin Drop Tuesday. I believe they're releasing the Dining with Disney Garden Grill Chip and Dale pin. I'm not sure. I'm going to get in line and do that, and we're going to see how today goes. We're going to go around after the pin drop and try and look at some of the pin boards, look at some of the cast member lanyards, and we're going to go from there. But I'm excited to bring you along, and so let's see what we can find and bring you along for the ride. So it looks like the line for Pin Drop Tuesday is already coming around the bridge and all the way over here to this little snack cart right here. And so we're going to see when we get in line and when we should be good for the Garden Grill pin. So here's the line, not bad, single file, worked out very, very well. Nobody getting trampled, nobody getting knocked over. Much, much better. Kudos to Disney for that. And these are what's being released today. That looks like Chip and Dale Garden Grill Dining with Disney and the Tiana Sweet Treat Day pin.
You got it.
Okay, friends, so yeah, we just came out of the pin trading shop and we're able to score the Garden Grill pin. We were also able to score the Tiana. Chandler, I'm giving that one to you, you know that. But the line was great. Disney did an amazing job of kind of bringing people in and single file so people couldn't cut in line and do that. And so we thank them for that. That's awesome. And so, yeah, awesome time. Now we're going to head around, look at some boards, look at some pin trading cast members. We were able to score 2 Wave Bs from a pin trading cast member. We were able to get Kermit and we were able to get the Tigger Bubble Wand. They did not want their pin pad video, that's why, but we will show you those later. So the first place we're going to be going to is to the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop. It's right outside of the pin if you go into the pin traders, if you go into the causeway. And so that's the first board we're going to look at, and we'll take a look here in a moment. Okay, so obviously here's the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And if you look down here, you can see the queue and see everybody there. Where we're going to go is right over here. It's to the right-hand side of the new lounge called Beacon Barrel. Not a lot of alcohol consumption at Magic Kingdom, but Beacon Barrel is one of the few places you can get an adult beverage if you're wanting that. And here is where we're headed right now. This would be the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop. So here's the first pin board, and I'm not seeing anything that I want or need for my collection or my family's, so on to the next one. Friends, almost forgot to show you the drip for today. Definitely want to show you what we've got going. Today I've got on the shirt, it says, God got me, and I've already had at least 4 or 5 compliments from cast members and people, and I just wanted to let you know Jesus does love you and God does indeed have you. Okay, so nothing in the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop, but I just wanted to hop on here real quick to say, man, cast members make your day. Just being able to walk around and talk with them, seeing that I'm vlogging now. I've got to know some of them by name. That was a good cast member. Her name was Lisa. Just awesome time being able to talk to them, get to know them to remember your face, remember who you are, that you enjoy pin trading. But cast members really do bring the magic to this, and so treat them with kindness, treat them with respect. They're the ones that make this whole thing go. And so if you are pin trading, if you're here at Disney, whatever you're doing, treat those cast members with a lot of dignity and respect, because they are absolutely amazing. Next pin board we're going to try and look at is here at Guest Experience. Now we are here early, so I'm not sure if they have it yet, but let's see if they do.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
We're going to take a look at this pin board for my son today.
Absolutely.
He has to be in school, so he's going to get a chance to look at it.
Aww.
And there is nothing that we need for our collection. Now we are here quite early in the Magic Kingdom, and so I'm not sure how many pin boards we're going to see. I know Big Top opens at 9:30 with it being a party day. Now I will say this, if you're into the rides and going around and doing everything outside of pin trading, party days are amazing. The Halloween parties are in full effect right now. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Our family likes to come and do that. We just did the Halloween party this past Sunday. So if you're here for the ride, short wait times, amazing. Pin trading can be good and bad. You get good pins because the cast members are loaded and it's not a whole lot of people and traffic, or it could be very, very bad because those same pin traders have come in and taken everything off the boards and the cast member lanyards. But we'll see what happens, and we're going to bring you along for the ride. So the next pin board is going to be found at Big Al's gift shop here outside across from Frontier Mercantile. We'll walk over there, see if there's anything we need for our collection. All right, this is the board at Frontier Mercantile, or Big Al's across from Frontier Mercantile, and I am not seeing anything that we need for our collection. So we're gonna move on to the next one. So a new board they kind of added is over here at the DVC Lounge. It's right in front of there where people are able to go in and get a snack if you're a DVC member. We are going to go over there and take a look at the pin board. This was just added a couple weeks ago to my knowledge, and we'll see if there's anything we need. And this is the board over here in front of the DVC Lounge. I'm not seeing anything that we need for our collection here, so we will just move on to the next one. Now, my favorite part about trading at the Magic Kingdom is there is pinboard after pinboard after pinboard. Now, while your Big Top Circus isn't open yet, and some of the other areas may not be open, most of the gift shops are open at this point. So now we're gonna head over to the Christmas store, Ye Old Christmas shop, and see if there's anything we need. The next pin board is found here at the Liberty Square ticket office. We'll go in and see. I know they have one pin board out now and should have a second pin board out around 11 a.m. Okay, so there was nothing at the Liberty Square ticket office, nothing at the Ye Old Christmas shop. It's early. All the people that came for pin trading here at Magic Kingdom after the pin drop on Tuesday, they've hit a lot of the boards. And I will say, I've seen some cast member lanyards. Haven't recorded any of those quite yet, simply because they haven't been worth it. I'm just gonna be honest, as my friend WDW Kevin says, a lot of boo-boo kitties out there, and that is not what we're on the hunt for. We are on the hunt for Wave Bs. We are on the hunt for real pins, real Disney pins, lounge flies. Again, to quote my boy WDW Kevin, real deal banana peels. And so we'll keep our eyes open and see what we can find. So our next pin board is gonna be located in Memento Mori over here. That would be the Haunted Mansion gift shop. We're going to take a look and see if any of those boards or cast members have anything we want, and so we'll take a look. So this is the pin board over at Memento Mori. Yoda's kind of cool there. Not something I'm looking for, but the pins are nothing that we're looking for our collection, so we will move on to the next pin board. So in doing our video today, I want to be able to show you where most of these pin boards are found. Again, this is kind of my first day vlogging, so I'm new to this, but I think I'm gonna do pretty decent, I hope. But we're going to head over here to the Philhar Magic gift shop. I know that's the next one, and I need to get better at actually panning the camera around and giving you a shot of it so you know where it is, so when you come to Walt Disney World, you can find these pin boards, not just saying, hey, the pin trading pastor said it was here, but he didn't show me where it was. So we're gonna show that to you in just a moment. So the next pin board can be found over here at the Philhar Magic gift shop. And if you go in here, and in there should be a cast member that can show you exactly where that would be. This is the pin board found in the Philhar Magic gift shop. I've got most of these, or most of them I do not need for my collection. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Donald? No, Donald's not real. All right, we'll move on to the next one. So nothing over there at the Philhar Magic gift shop. That's gonna lead us over to Sir Mickey's. That's the next one. It's gonna be right around the carousel when you're in Walt Disney World, past the Sword in the Stone, trying to pull the sword out there. I'm not gonna do that. Tried that the other day and failed miserably, but still fun anyway. Okay, so we're gonna move over to Sir Mickey's. This is gonna be Sir Mickey's gift shop. This is where you're going to find the next pin board. It's over here with the gigantic beanstalk that you see, and let's see what we can find. And this is the pin board at Sir Mickey's. And we'll take a look here. And I am not seeing anything that we need or want for our collection today. So we will move on to the, oh wait, actually, wait a second. We're going to want this guy. And we're going to put down this droid in its place. Real deal, real deal. Okay, so we were able to score one of those really nice pins from the villain set in the Sir Mickey's gift shop. And so really excited about that. I was able to put down a droid for that. I know that'll make a kid happy. Star Wars not my thing when it comes to collecting pins, but I know somebody will really enjoy that. So here's the board outside of the Princess Meet and Greet. It's on a shield, really, really cool. I am not seeing anything that I think we need, but still really, really cool board. So nothing there at the Princess Meet and Greet on the Shield as we took a look at that really, really cool pin board. Now we are headed to the Winnie the Pooh gift shop. Gonna go in there. I think it's called 100 Acre Goods is what it's called. I'll be corrected in about 4 seconds, I'm sure. But we're excited to go in and take a look at that pin board, see if there's anything we need. And I was correct. It is called 100 Acre Goods. That is the next gift shop if you're walking around. Let's go in and take a look at their pin board. So this is the pin board found in 100 Acre Goods. Let's take a look. Mother Gothel. That is an original, always on the boards. That and Mickey with a bob, or Minnie with a bob, I should say. Number two things I always see on the board, but nothing for our collection here. So nothing on the board in 100 Acre Goods. Awesome store, awesome place. I'm gonna need to get one of those lug bags to keep some of my equipment in. The Loungefly works, but doesn't hold everything. But awesome store, just not a lot of pins there to start the day. Next, we're headed over to the guest experience team in the blue tents on the way to Be Our Guest and next to Enchanted Tales with Belle. Let's take a look at their pin board and see if they have anything. And this is the pin board at the guest experience tent in between Enchanted Tales with Belle and the carousel. Up there's Minnie with the bob. Told you she would be on the next board. And I am not seeing anything we want or need for our collection, so on to the next one. Now I do want to let you know, if you're not a Florida native or haven't moved here in the last couple years, the humidity and heat, even in late September, can be downright brutal, I should say. And so here soon I'm going to bust out my Mickey pink cooling towel to keep me cool. Many of you, if you watch WDW Kevin's videos, have seen me and stopped me and said, hey, I think I've seen you from his video before, and you'd be right. You may not recognize me quite yet because I don't have the do-rag and the cooling towel on yet, but you will soon, and you'll be like, I remember him. He was in WDW Kevin's video. And that would be me. Just kind of doing my own vlog and trying to get out here and create some of this content because of how much our family truly enjoys pin trading and want to bring that fun into your homes. And so I'll go ahead and get that on here shortly because, man, it is starting to get hot out here. So the next pin board we're going to hit is going to be found in Storybook Circus inside of Big Top Souvenirs. I know there's always one to start the morning. Usually middle of the day there's two, plus a ton of pin trading cast members. And so we're going to head in there. I'm excited, want to see if we can find something. Haven't found any Wave Bs yet, except for the ones we found on the cast member that did not want to be filmed. But we'll still show you those later. I believe it was the Tigger Bubble Wand and the Kermit from the Green series, which we're really excited about. But we're going to go in here and take a look and see if we can find anything for our collections. So here is Storybook Circus, and here is Big Top Souvenirs as you walk in. And this is where the next pin board or boards will be had. Let's see what we can find. So this is the pin board in Storybook Circus. Like I said, there should be a second one here later. There are some real deals on here. You've got a couple of the shirts. You've got the Max one there. I know that's real. You've got the robot there. But it doesn't look like there's anything I need for my collection, so I'm going to move on. All right, so this is the second pin board here inside of Storybook Circus. And oh, there is a couple things that I know my family's going to want on here. The first, I'm going to take this cat right here because I know my daughter's going to want that. And then secondly, I think I'm going to take this Mickey for my collection. Look at that guy. That is a beautiful pin. And what are we going to put down? We went ahead and put down the robot from WALL-E and the purple Black Panther shirt for the pins that we took today. All right, so that was a good time in Storybook Circus. Got to talk to a few pin trading friends. I did get confirmed that the Peter Pan Green series and the Donald Bubble Wand did come out today. And so we're on a hunt for those. Haven't seen them yet, but talking to a couple of pin trading friends, they definitely did come out today. They were able to obtain those. So that's what we're going to try and get. Whether I will be able to or not, we shall see. But again, it's all in the fun for the hunt. And we're going to walk around a little bit here and see what we can find. So the next pin board is going to be found in the Star Traders gift shop. It is going to be right over here next to Cosmic Rays and Anti-Gravities. It's going to be right over here in Tomorrowland. And so I encourage you to go over here and take a look. It's usually a pretty good pin board. Cast members also have a lot of pin pads here. And so we'll take a look and see. But I'm going to show you. Here is the Star Traders gift shop, as you can see. This is where we're going to be heading next, and this is where your next pin board will be found. And this is the pin board found in the Star Traders gift shop here. I'm going to take a look and see if there's anything that we need. We are on the hunt for the Donald Bubble Wand and the Peter Pan Green series, and I am not seeing it. Here's a pin pad, nothing there as well. On to the next one. So there was nothing that we needed over at the Star Traders gift shop. Our next mission is going to be head over to the Tron gift shop. I've actually got to look at the name of that one, I don't know. But there actually is a pin board I see right now over here at the DVC next to the People Mover. So we'll take a look at that. And this is the pin board over here at the DVC hut next to the People Mover. And I am not seeing anything that we need for ours. So on to the next one. So as I was leaving the Star Traders gift shop, I actually stopped with a couple of friends, and they started asking, hey, are you recording? What are you doing? I was able to talk to them about the handle pin trading caster, and I'm excited about that. But a lot of people pin trading today, obviously with the pin drop, but just excited to see people excited with somebody enjoying pin trading as much as I do and as much as some of these other vloggers do. And so excited to make the content, and hopefully you all enjoy it too. So our next pin board is going to be found in the Tomorrowland Launch Depot. That's the name of it. I called it the Tron Gift Shop. I'm not wrong, but it is the Tomorrowland Launch Depot. And so let's go in and see what they got. All right, here we are with the pin trading board at Tomorrowland Launch Depot. And I'm looking here, and I've already found one that I definitely want. I'm going to get this munchling here. And I am going to, I thought there was one more that I like, but maybe I'm just going to go with the one munchling. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. And we are going to put down the Radiator Springs Loungefly pin. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so there at the Tomorrowland Launch Depot, we were able to score a munchling off of the board, traded our Radiator Springs Loungefly pin for it. Munchlings trade well. You've heard that comment before, but munchlings trade very well, especially in between the causeway at Epcot. People are always looking to complete their sets. Actually, my son Landon, he wanted to complete all 64, all 4 waves of the munchlings. And let me tell you, that was a challenge and a half, but we were able to do it with the help of some pin trading friends. And so munchlings trade great, awesome to collect, and so always love to trade for those off the boards. Can't keep walking without seeing Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale doing magical things with the kids. See, this is what makes Disney good, is watching Chip and Dale do it, watching the characters. Love seeing the kids happy in the most magical place on earth. Okay, so now we're exiting Tomorrowland. We've hit every pin board and pin trading cast member that we've seen there. And we are going to head around the center area here, around the castle, and then head over into the Emporium and head down Main Street and see what those pin boards have for us. Can't really leave Main Street without taking a look at the castle and the entertainment going on there. Always a good time, always a good time. Part of the magic, part of the fun here at Walt Disney World.
Look at the time!
Okay, so the next pin board we're looking for is going to be found over here in the Emporium. And we're going to head over here through the House of Magic. That's the easiest way to get to the next pin board, and we'll see what's going on. Here's a look at the first pin board found in the Emporium across from Starbucks. And as you can see, I'm not seeing anything that we need, and so we will move on to the second pin board found in the front of the Emporium. And here's a look at the second pin board found in the front of the Emporium. And as we look through here, I am not seeing much that I'm going to need for my collection or my family, so we will move on to the next one. Okay, there was nothing in the Emporium gift shop for me at either of the pin boards, but I will say that there were several pin trading cast members. I looked at the lanyards, but I'm going to be honest, they were so bad, I did not even actually want to put them on video. But always keep an eye out when you're pin trading for cast members with pin trading lanyards, because you never know. They get refreshed often, and they're especially looking for people that are out there not trying to make a living out of this, just trying to have fun and trade to complete collections. So the next pin board is going to be found here in guest relations. Let's go in and see if there's anything we need. Okay, so normally we would look at the pin board found in the guest relations office there in the front of the park, but the line is massive, and I assume it's because it's a party day, and so people are trying to get their tickets figured out, get everything figured out. I did not want to wait in that line, and so I'm going to be honest with you, I have never found one good pin on that board in all the times I've traded. I've been doing this for about 7 or 8 weeks now and have never found not even one single pin that I feel is worth getting. And so I tend to skip that one anyway, but you may want to be the one that goes to get something good there. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found under the train station. It's where you can pick up a stroller. If you're going to be here all day, I'm going to flip this camera around real quick and show you. It's going to be found right under here. If you're walking back over that way, it's going to be found under here. If you're coming in from the front of the park, then you're going to come in and take a left when you're under the tunnel. And here is the pin board found at the stroller rental area. And I am not seeing anything that we need for our collection here. So the next pin board, if you're coming from the back of the park towards the front, is going to be found at the locker rental and wheelchair rental place. I'm not sure if their board's out yet. It wasn't when I got here this morning for Pin Drop Tuesday, but we're going to take a look. Okay, so here is the wheelchair rental and the locker rental facility. Your pin board is going to be found just under here back at the desk. Here is the pin board inside of the wheelchair rental facility, and we'll take a look and see if there's anything that we need. And I am not seeing anything that we need for our collection, so on to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it's been rough so far. Not finding much on the boards right now. I have found a few trades with pin trading cast members, a couple of the bees, a couple of the green guys and the bubble wands, but it's been difficult. But we're gonna look at the next board. We're not gonna give up because again, most of the fun comes from the adventure. This is like a big scavenger hunt for me, and my family and I truly enjoy it. So we're gonna show you where the next board is. The next pin board can be found here in Curtain Call Collectibles. Now this walkway will generally have 3. After 11 a.m. you're gonna have 1 at the gift shop. You'll have 1 at the photo department where you can get your pictures checked out. And then you'll have a 3rd one over at the restaurant over there. So this is the pin board at Curtain Call Collectibles. And we'll take a look and see if there's anything here that we need. I am not seeing a whole lot that I need for my collection. But that is okay. On to the next one. So this is the pin board found in the photo department here in the front of the park. And very small, but I'm not seeing anything that I need for my collection. And so on to the next one. And like I said earlier, Tony's restaurant will have a pin board after 11 a.m. But we are still at about 10:40 in the morning. And so their pin board is not out yet. But I encourage you to check Tony's restaurant if you're here later in the day. Gotta love the Dapper Dans. They got vocals for days. Not something I can do, but give them all the credit in the world. Get it, Dapper Dans, get it. Okay, so our next gift shop is gonna be found here in Main Street Cinema. As the Main Street Cinema gift shop, they've got pins, they've got collectibles, they've got bags. And so I'll go ahead and show you a picture of that so you know. This right here is Main Street Cinema, and this is where you will find your next pin board. This is the pin board in Main Street Cinema. And again, we're on the lookout for the green guys and the Wave B bubble wands, and I am not seeing on this board or actually anything I need for my collection, so on to the next one. All right, friends, we were able to score here. We found a pin trading cast member in the Emporium, and there is Peter Pan, there is Donald, and we are going to trade Stitch and Goofy with a sling bling head. He's going to enjoy that. All right, so we were able to score 2 Donald bubble wands and a green Peter Pan inside of the Emporium. My favorite thing about this, and this is something I hope more of you will do, is if you will let the cast member pick the pin that they want to replace it on their pad with, they love to trade with you. You know, make sure it's not a scrapper, make sure it's not a fake pin. But bring good pins so they can trade with you. They get excited, they put it on for the next kid or the next pin trading person that comes by, and it just makes it so much fun. And so we're able to get 1 bubble wand for my collection, 1 bubble wand as a trader for Donald, and so I'm really excited about that. And now I've got the Peter Pan to help complete my collection, which I'm really excited about. So awesome job there in the Emporium. Okay, so another relatively new pin board is found over here at the Crystal Palace. It's very unique. It's actually put in like tree bark and wood. Kind of makes it hard for the cast members to get the pins out. I don't see it out right now though, so they may not have it. And so we may come back and show you that one later. So because of the crazy route we took for Pin Trading Tuesday, obviously we started in Pirates of the Caribbean, we're coming around here over the bridge to the left of the Cinderella Castle. And now we are headed into Adventureland. and we're going to look on the very left-hand side. You'll have a pin board at the souvenir cart, and so we'll take a look at that and see if there's anything we need. So here we go into Adventureland, and here is the souvenir cart where our next pin board will be found. And here is the pin board at the souvenir cart as soon as you enter Adventureland. And I am not seeing anything that we need for our collection here. So on to the next one. The next two pin boards are going to be found here in Adventureland are before you get to the middle there where the Aladdin ride is. There's going to be one on the right-hand side. It's the guest experience team under the blue tent. They have a pin board. And the other one's going to be a very unique one, which is at the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It's a tree-shaped pin board. The pins are stuck in leaves. But we'll take a look at both of those and see if we find anything we need. So this is the pin board found at the guest experience tent. Again, looking for green wave bees as well as bubble wands. That's our mission today. And I am not seeing any on this, so we're going to move on to the next one. And here is that very unique pin board I was talking about, found on the leaf here at the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Amazing, amazing. Looks like we got a real deal t-shirt up there. I'm not looking for that, already completed that set. But it does look like with some blinder trivia, and so we'll give that a shot. So I need to go back and watch my Marvel movies, apparently. There was a trivia question, and the question was, what was the name of the cat in the Captain Marvel movies? And the answer was Goose. I did not remember that. I do recall it now that they've said that. But yeah, I completely forgot. It was a nice Captain Marvel pin. I don't collect Captain Marvel, so I'm not missing out too much. But the name of the cat in Captain Marvel is Goose. Okay, so the next pin board is actually going to be over here in the bazaar area near the Aladdin ride. It comes out around 11 a.m. because of snacks and things like that. It's not out all day, it's out very briefly. And so let's go take a look at that pin board and see if there's anything we need. So this is the pin board found over near the bazaar snacks. It's right next to the Aladdin meet and greet where you can meet Aladdin and Jasmine. They're not there quite yet, but I do not see anything I need on this pin board for me. And so on to the next one. Okay, so next we're headed over to the Tiana's Bayou gift shop. We're gonna see what that looks like. There's, again, the main gift shop opened earlier. The one in the back where you get off the ride, tap your magic band to get the photo pass photos. That one opened at 11, so now they're both open. It's about 11:15 here now, Florida Eastern Standard Time. And so we're gonna go ahead and take a look and see if there's anything there that we need for our collections. So our next pin board is going to be found here at the Critter Co-op. Just head on inside and take a look for the pin board and the pin trading cast members. So this is the pin board found in the Critter Co-op. And again, we are on the lookout for the green wave bees as well as the bubble wands. And beautiful organization of this pin board, but I am not seeing anything that we need for our collection. So on to the next one. Okay, so obviously nothing there for us at the Critter Co-op. Now we're gonna head under the walkway to Tiana's Bayou Adventure and see if there is anything on that pin board at Tiana's gift shop. Okay, so our next pin board is gonna be found back here. You see all the people exiting the ride. Our next pin board is gonna be found directly back here. I'm gonna walk through the walkway here and it will take us to the pin board right back here, right at the exit of the ride. Okay, so here we are at Tiana's General Bayou, and here is the pin board found there. There's that Minnie with a bob, and we love her. I've seen about 19 of those today, but I am not seeing anything I want or need for my collection today. All right, well, we do have a pin trading cast member here, and we're gonna take a look at her pin pad today. Unfortunately, there's nothing I need there as we're on a mission today for the green wave bees and the bubble wands. But as always, thank you to this wonderful pin trading cast member. Okay, well first let me explain the new look. The humidity has reached a boiling point here in Florida. And so yeah, the do-rag had to come out. The cooling towel is on the head, and so people may recognize me now, and that's okay because I think it's funny. But it keeps me cool. As a dude that's bald, I don't have a lot of hair. I get the little waffle print from the sun. I need to keep cool, and so this do-rag and this cooling towel makes that happen. But I do want to give a huge, huge shout out to the cast member in Tiana Bayou's General Store. Her name is Susie. She's been very positive and intricate and being able to tell me, hey man, go for this, do this. I think you would do a good job. And so big shout out to Susie. You're part of the magic. You make all this work. And so thank you so much for being such an awesome person. Okay friends, our next stop is going to be over at Frontier Mercantile and Big Al's Gifts and Souvenirs outside of Frontier Mercantile. We went there right off the bat as the pins dropped this morning. Didn't see much, and so we're gonna hit it one more time, see if we can find anything for our collections. All right, well here is the pin board at Big Al Souvenirs. I'm not seeing anything I need, and then there's the pin pad. Anything we need there? Nope, not seeing anything there. Okay, so we actually were just able to do a trivia at the Ye Olde Christmas shop. I did not want to put the cast member on there as they asked not to, but was able to score a Wave B Peter Pan pin when I turned that in. So I was very excited. The trivia question was, what 3 princesses spend the entire movie barefoot? And the answer to that is Pocahontas. Wow, and now I'm blanking. It is Pocahontas, Rapunzel, and Moana. Those are the 3 princesses that spend the entire movie barefoot. And so scored a Wave B Kermit with that. Very excited about that. Remember earlier what I said today was a good day to ride rides? Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is only 45 minutes on a party day at noon. Great day to come and do rides and to get the kids in the park. Only thing is, gotta leave by 6. But other than that, great time, great day. So another 2 boards we haven't hit yet because they weren't open would have been the Be Our Guest restaurant, which they have a pin board, and so we're gonna head over there and see if there's anything we need. Here is the pin board for the Be Our Guest restaurant. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's gonna be anything here for me. Looks like it was torn apart pretty quickly. So on to the next one. And the last pin board of the day is going to be found at Village Gifts. Sits in the back over here near Gaston's Tavern, near his statue. Usually around noon they open, and that's usually when there's a decent pin board. And so we'll take a look at that, see if there's anything we need. And here is the pin board in Village Gifts. Again, looking for green Wave Bs and Bubble Wand Wave Bs. And I'm not seeing anything that we need here. So on to the next one. Nothing for us there in Village Gifts. It's been an awesome time of pin trading today. That was the last board we're gonna look at. Very excited to bring you more content, bring you more pin trading, bring you more stays at DVC resorts and things like that. But if you like the content today, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Again, looking forward to making more content a couple times a week. Very, very blessed to be able to do this and bring you guys some of the content and the adventures that we have here at Walt Disney World. So yeah, thanks again, and love God, love people. Have a blessed day, friends.